Hi, Steve.
Hi, Jim.
So, do you know how I often refer to my job here at the record store as a vinyl therapist, so to speak, and people coming in do so for vinyl therapy?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'm thinking about expanding upon this a little bit. Now, go with me. What about couples therapy?
Well, well, how so, Jim?
Well, simply said, a couple can come in and shop for vinyl. I mean, is this something, this type of couples therapy, would that interest you and Patty?
Yeah, no. Hello and welcome everyone to once again. There's just two guys talking about records, but it's more than two guys because you know what? We just like to screw things up a little bit. So, we're excited to have some special guests this week. But first off, I am Steve, a record collector. My
And my name
cohort
is
is
Jim, and I own a record store, and we have some special guests that Steve mentioned.
we do. I'm really excited about this. They have, I don't know, probably channel's been around. It's been over a year now. They recently went to Japan and bought every single record album that they had in Japan. They cleaned Japan out of records. It was the most incredible thing. Japanese were always coming over here buying everything. They went and took it all from them and brought it back to the States. But I'm really excited to bring on to the show this week Marc and Leslea out of California, and they both are collectors of the highest order. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking completists, we're talking all that stuff. It's just I've never seen it. So, Marc Leslea, welcome.
Hey,
Hi.
thanks so much for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much for having us. Yeah.
We are married to vinyl.
Yes.
There we
Yes,
go.
coming
they
up
are
on
married to vinyl. The
coming up
channel
on
name.
2 years. Yes,
Yeah.
I think November will be two
It'll be
years.
two
So it's
years.
been a little
Yep.
minute.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Wow.
today we're going to be talking about this. It's I think it's fair to say a unique approach to collecting, especially in the vinyl community. Typically speaking, it's a male dominated sport, so to speak, but there are a lot of female collectors. We spoke with Melinda before, and she's
Yeah.
a high end collector as well and does very well. And there are other women, but how many overall couples are there that really count this as a couple's hobby of sorts? That's kind of where we're going to be going today with our discussion with Married to Vinyl, you folks. But again, thank you so much for being here. Should be a fun talk, I think. We'll get into that. But we're going to get to our recent pickups here in just a moment, and you guys are invited to join. But Steve, I've got just a very quick and interesting thing popped up here at the store yesterday when I was looking through our upcoming releases, and I think you saw this too. Out of nowhere, up pops on YouTube a new Bob Seger video, but it's not really a new video. It's just a recently uploaded Bob Seger video from his album. I have to go back on this. It's a 2006 album, Face the Promise. And the title song on that, I forget which the video that came up on that. I have to go back and look. But I went into our distributor system and looked, and there is indeed a Bob Seger expanded version of this 2006 album, a 20th anniversary version due for release coming up on September 18th, not too far from here this year. And I just kind of wanted to bring this up because I know that my Michigan collection and the Seeger collection is fairly extensive as it goes through there. But seeing a Bob Seger reissue is we spoke of a rarity. This is not something that happens very often.
No, I consider the back catalog is yet to be reissued and probably won't be reissued until he passes, I would think,
Well,
Crazy.
it is. I mean, there are a few reissues out there, but his early stuff, man, the Seeger system stuff, especially, you'll find a few of those reissues, but they're out of print. But this one coming up, yeah, it is the Face to Face from 2006, as I mentioned. This one is going to be newly remastered by his longtime engineer, Robert Vosgin, and it will include 4 bonus tracks that were recorded during the original sessions as well, come with a 12-page booklet. So maybe this harkens to something bigger for the Seeger catalog that has been long neglected, especially on vinyl reissue. Maybe we'll start seeing these. Never know.
No, yeah. I mean, it was. I just saw that video and I go, God, he looks really good. I mean,
He does.
wow.
I think that's a 20th anniversary video as well. I think it's maybe Bob
It's
from 20
20
years ago.
years ago. Damn, that hair looks great. Wow.
So we'll pay attention to that. I'll let you folks know, and I'll let Steve know in there too as we get a little closer to that release date. What, because they haven't even released artwork yet. Supposedly it's got updated artwork on the cover too. So
Okay.
that I could find, but we'll get to that here in a bit. But as we do each and every week here on the podcast, we like to start off with our most recent pickups and additions. And Marc and Leslea, you guys are invited to partake in this too, because you've got a big collection worth bragging about. And I'm assuming it's like ours where it's always being added to. And Steve hinted at your trip too. We'd have to have a special part 2 if we cover that one with you guys. But I think you're doing that on your own channel pretty good.
Yeah, nothing from that one.
Yeah.
There's 8 parts. 8 parts.
So far.
So far.
No, there's no
So
record.
far. I'm telling you, Japan has no records left. Why bother going? Doesn't make sense.
Well, do you have a few that you'd like to share with us today?
Yeah, let me go to my secret stash over here.
Oh,
All right, let's start with it. These are new pickups, like new releases,
Just come in
I
the
guess.
mail.
Yeah.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. We haven't shown these. I'll
Yeah.
start with this one. I don't know, Steve, maybe you like this. This is Sonic Boom from Spaceman 3 and Panda Bear
From Animal Collective.
from Animal Collective. This is
Mhm.
this is called A Question of When. It just came out a couple weeks ago. It's their second album they've done
yeah,
together.
this is really good. This has got touches of person pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
I don't know, Steve, or have you heard the first album by these two?
No, I have not. And I've heard you guys talk about them before. And
Yeah.
so I am curious.
Yeah, it's really good. It's probably more electronic, but if you like Panda Bear solo or like person pitch, like we said, kind of, it's got a bit of that, and it's got the Sonic Boom, Spaceman 3 kind of treatments going on. There's
Yeah.
some drone things happening in the background, and
But it is really nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little chill, but
it's really
it's
chill.
got a vibe.
The vocals are beautiful. Again, if you like Panda,
Mm.
yeah, really, really good album.
Yeah.
So.
And then
My
yeah.
wife likes panda bears.
Who
But
doesn't like a Panda Bear?
all right, day 204. This is my guy, Don Mariani. He's from the Stems and the Some Loves. This is his blues rock project, day 204. So this is a pretty good one, a really good day 204. They got a few now, so
They got like 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Australian legend, I guess you could call him.
yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah, been around for a long time. And then we'll do one final one here.
More Australians.
Kind of relates to our shirts.
Mm.
Anyone who watches our channel, we're huge fans and collect the church like nuts. So this is, and Steve Kilby, the singer of the church, he has so many side projects, solo albums, whatever you want to call it. This is the latest, came out like a couple weeks ago too. We just got it. This is Kilby Kennedy. I gotta show it up there. So it's Steve Kilby and Martin Kennedy. And Steve Kilby's the vocalist. He does all the vocals on this. And Martin Kennedy is another Australian guy. He's from a band called All India Radio, and they're more of an ambient kind of a thing. But this is real. They're all over the place with this project. They're in the shoegaze dream pop territory, a little bit of prog
particularly
sometimes.
on this one, it's the
But this one's
dream
really
pop.
very much in the dream pop land.
Yeah.
Kilby's beautiful vocals. I don't know why, but the cool splatter. Sometimes the splatter doesn't sound that great, but this sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you might like that one, Steve. This is, I think, their 8th or 9th or 10th, or I don't know. We'll have to look at our series, but they've done a lot of albums together. At least almost once a year, they put out a
At
new
least,
album.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's really, really cool. And that's why I wore this shirt too, because I know last week you finally got your Skins and Heart church album.
that's
But
all
you
right.
need this one. You need Heyday.
Oh yeah, that's why you wore this one, because you got it. I know you got Starfish and this one. You got to get Heyday.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best. I mean, so good. I just go get Heyday next.
that's
So much pressure in the VC.
I know.
I was gonna say, that's the peer pressure.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, well, what do you have to show off this week?
Well, we're going to start with a brand new album that just came out from a group called Slow Crush. And the name of the album is Thirst. And it's the color of the vinyl actually, considering what I do during the summer with pool cleaning, they call the color algae. So,
That was
you
good.
know, a pool cleaner's worst enemy, algae. And we got a pond in the backyard that has lots of algae in it. So, Slow Crush, this is their third album. It is Shoegaze Dream Pop.
Gonna say.
It sounds really good. I've been really enjoying this. I mean, it just has your checks off the boxes for both shoegaze and dream pop. Fairly, loud guitars, but yet the quieter vocals going on. And they're from Belgium because we just don't have enough groups from Belgium. So, how could you not want to get that? I'm trying to think if I got a group. I know I have some albums from Belgium, but I just can't remember them. So we have that. From Fuzz Club, we have in The Heavenly Bodes. This is the Heavenly Bodes' first album. They are from Cornwall. And on here, what kind of vinyl do we have? Yeah, there, just pull that out. A very nice greeny vinyl to go with all the green on here. Bodes recorded this on a reel-to-reel in a living room. So it's like top-notch production quality on here. Garage rock with psych tinges in there. It's a little bit different. They were out at a house down by the beach, so they would record, then go to the beach, then come back and record some more. It is their first album. It's enjoyable. Is it like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing in the world? No, but I do like it, and you do feel that garage rock kind of feel, but not like 80s garage rock, kind of an updated version, I guess, of it. But definitely some psych in there, which I enjoyed. So that is, the name of the album is Green Hills, The Heavenly Bodes Green Hills. I'm just trying to give you, Jim, some stuff to try to find for the playlist. So
Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Then from Fuzz Club, a group called Machina, and this is called Body Transmission is the name of the album. I'm going to have to read this one. These guys are from Portugal. So we had some Belgium, we have UK, now we have Portugal. We're getting around this week. And it says it embodies all the sweaty togetherness and euphoria a collective music experience has to offer. I don't even know what that means. But it sure sounds like I'm getting something exciting. It bottles the raw power of their now legendary live shows. The band ring in a new chapter with their second LP, Body Transmission. Head-banging, trip through high-energy noise rock, motoric metal, and industrial body music that doesn't stop moving. It even says it's danceable. So, I mean, usually don't think noise rock. Yeah, let's go on, jam to that. It is pretty good. I was a little leery of this one. In fact, it took me a bit to finally get around to putting it on because I wasn't sure what I'm going to get. Great guitars. The guitars were just top notch on this. I really liked it, and the vocals weren't bad. Yeah, it gets noisy. It's kind of a cool vinyl.
Nice
That's
one.
nice.
I don't know what they call this one. They call it, they don't call it anything. So, and number 377 of 500. So just another cool pickup from Fuzz Club. I've been enjoying Fuzz Club because it's always something that I would never know about. And the final one, Jim, you sent me some, but I'm saving some for a few next week. But
Okay.
the REO Speedwagon. And this is just growing up, kids. This is what was on the radio, AM radio, constantly in the mid-70s. REO Speedwagon in the Midwest was king. They were in every town all the time. I mean, these guys toured. And so this is, I believe, 78 this came out. No, 1980. Yeah,
Yep.
that's right. My
High
little
in
brother
fidelity.
came in.
High
High in fidelity. It does have which the one song I really don't like that much is "Keep on Loving You." Their ballad,
one.
because I
I've
just
never heard that one.
No.
yeah, really is like but it had, "Don't Let Him Go," "Follow Your Heart," "Tough Guys" is on here. So it's just a lot of the really good stuff. REO really is a band I should just get a greatest hits of, quite honestly, because they did have some good hits. I just don't want all their albums for the one hit. And I know I talked to you, Jim, about looking for "You Can't Tune a Tuna Fish." And I got thinking, I'm buying that for one song, kind of, maybe. So we'll see. But yeah, I was happy to get this. I hadn't, I had in the old collection. And so just one day I thought, gosh, I feel like REO Speedwagon. Oh, I don't have any. Jim. When Jim showed it on his drop, and I go, okay, there we go.
With the hype sticker and everything. That one had some decent shrink on it still.
Yeah, it does. Yes, and for $7.99 at Kmart.
Yeah.
So brings back all that. Look at that, $7.97 in 1980. Wow. Okay.
I thought they were cheaper at that point, to be honest. I thought they were
Yeah.
$6.
Yeah, I thought they'd be like $3.99 back then.
Yeah.
Hey. So that's my pickups for the week, Jim.
All right. I just have a few to go through on my side as well. This one, Steve, just came in, and it's a week too late. Oh, a 10-inch from Poindexter Stewart called College Rock. We just talked about college radio and college radio music last week. This came in, and I thought, oh, this is cool, and it's a 10-inch, which isn't cool, but it's even kind of on a purple marbled vinyl. This is, let me get back to my shot here. This is Greg Ginn, a side project from 1993. He is from Black Flag and one of the co-founders of SST Records. And when this came in, I thought, well, this is pretty cool. It's going to be worth a little bit with a kind of pedigree to it. And it's not. It's hardly worth anything. And the reason I'm going to attach to that is that it's just not very good. So I'm going to keep it regardless. But I had to look this up because on Discogs it says Poindexter Stewart is a side project by Ginn that was formed to mock college alternative music. And I thought, okay, but this was the early 90s. So I did a little further digging on this, and Poindexter Stewart was a satirical character and persona created by Ginn. And they released this under that name as well. A nerdy, wimpy, whiny, slightly hyper host of his Screw Radio show in the early 90s. So I don't know. People have to go back and live vicariously through their old radio DJ names. Be kind of careful about that. But I mean, it's decent enough. It's bridging that gap. It's not 80s alternative. It's not Black Flag. It's kind of like just a mashup. You get one of those kind of gross bowls from KFC that's got everything in it. That's kind of what you're listening to with this, but still kind of a cool find regardless. I don't know if I'm going to find that on the Spotify for a playlist or not. You mentioned
Do you think
go ahead.
Kentucky Fried Chicken will send us some money now that should help promote their potato bowls?
I think we just screwed that one because I called it gross. So we're running out of potential sponsors, Steve. I had a couple of compilations that these come into the store fairly often, and I never snag a copy. Well, these I did. One I see often. The other one, actually, I don't see. And this first up is Best of Blondie. This is, you mentioned compilations do for Blondie. This is one of the artists for me that I think will do just fine because there's a few songs I really like. A lot of the other ones, okay, I'll get with them. Some of them flirt a little too close to disco for me, Steve, but regardless, will suffice there. Secondly, and I guess I misspoke on this because I've never seen this one before. It's from Cat Stevens, and it's called Footsteps in the Dark. And this is a greatest hits album, but it's his greatest hits volume 2. The greatest hits proper, you see a lot of that one. It's got a lot of Cat Stevens' bigger hits from his earlier time. This one has some cool stuff on there that didn't make the first one, including Father and Son. Let's see, Daytime, Where Do Children Play, The Wind. So it's once in a while you get in the mood for some older Cat Stevens. And so this will pair nicely. And now with those two, I am good to go with all the Cat Stevens in my collection that I need. Absolutely good. Lastly, And Steve, get ready for an eye roll. I upgraded a Moody Blues, 1965. Go Now, the Moody Blues #1. You can't quite see that because this remains sealed after 61 years. This is still sealed, and this came through. I did check.
Doesn't that explain something, Jim? Doesn't that just tell you something?
It could, but I had a copy. I had a decent copy of this, but the sealed one came in, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to hold the sealed. I will open it. I'm not going to leave it like this. I will open it eventually when the mood strikes. But this is also, if you get into Discogs, there's a misprint version, which apparently is most of those first pressings from 65. The misprint being on the back. Let's see, side 2, cut number 4 or 5. Bye Bye Bird is the song, and it's misspelled B-U-R-D on the back. So I don't think that has any great difference in valuation for this because I think there's so many of them out there. In fact, the copy that I had, and I had a third copy because whoever was this collection had those 3 copies of this in there. All 3 of them were the misprint with a B-U-R-D spelling on the back. So, but I'll open this up.
Is that fairly symphonic, like their later ones?
Their first one was a little more psychedelic, I think, than their latter ones. But it started feeling that symphonic feel that you got with the second and third, especially with I'm blanking out. They're bigger ones that came on through.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'll open this up eventually, but right now it's still kind of cool. I have a 61-year-old sealed album in there. Old as me. So there we go. All right. So folks, if you're curious to listen in on some of these, provided I can find Steve's sound samples on this, click down in the description below and we'll have a Spotify link, or a link rather, to a Spotify playlist. And usually grab a couple of songs from each of the records that we talk about. And we'll do that for the stuff that we talk about throughout the rest of the podcast today. So make sure you check that out when you get a chance. But now, though, let's dive into the bigger subject at hand, and that is Married to Vinyl. Marc and Leslea. I'm sorry, I got it wrong again, Leslea. We'll get there. You guys are a married couple that collects vinyl together. And earlier I said I think that that's kind of the exception to the rule, but not always the case. I mean, Steve, we're well documented where things stand with Patty as far as your collection habits go. My wife, Kim, her collection, I actually do have hers separated in our Discogs. It says Kim's collection. Wow. And there's probably only it's a separate folder in our Discogs, but it's tremendously smaller. She has got maybe 50, 60 albums that she has, and they're even in a separate shelf at home. So she collects to a certain extent. And when we go to stores, and we do still go to stores occasionally, she'll go with me and into stores. And it's kind of like me going either fabric or craft shopping with her. I'm okay with it for a little bit, but after a little while, I'm like, okay, I'm good. You do what you do, and I'll just kind of hang over here. And I think she reaches that point with me in record stores. She has found her grails. And so she said the Smithereens 11 several years ago. She's like, well, I don't really need anything else. I'll just get a few new ones here and there. But we have, I think, a good relationship collection-wise, where she understands that this is what I do for a living and I collect as well. So we've got a really good balance through there. But you guys take this a step further in the fact that not only do you collect together, you enjoy the music together, you have the channel together, you're kind of the whole package when it comes to this couples thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I think I always say, I joked earlier that I'm probably the luckiest guy in the VC or just in the vinyl collecting world, because there are couples out there.
There are definitely couples,
but it is few and far between from what we see as well. And so
Yeah.
I always feel lucky. I brag. Yeah, my wife goes. Not only does she go shopping with me, but she loves it just as much.
I know.
And it's not like we're going shopping. She's dragging me out after an hour. She'll be there for as long as I want to be there, and just as long, even longer.
No, there's been times when you're like, "Come on, let's go."
I'm like, I'm kind of done.
No, I'm still digging.
No, I got to do the 7 inches here. So yeah.
Now, is this something that the idea of collecting vinyl and music, is that what brought you together, or is that something that you discovered after you guys had started hanging out together?
No, it's definitely brought us together.
I mean, not
Yeah.
everyone's gonna know, but we met because of the band, the church.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about it we have a whole series on the church on our channel.
Yeah.
And so we met online in
It was
a
a
church,
chat room.
and
Yeah.
we hooked up
And we bonded up over the church, and then
other bands.
you said you like XTC, and I'm like, oh my god, none of my friends like XTC.
Oh, it was XTC and Supergrass.
Supergrass.
If you like XTC and Supergrass and the
That's
church,
it.
she's a keeper. So
Yeah.
I passed the test. So yeah, that's how we met, and then we both knew we collected, we bought records, and we knew we were into vinyl and all that. So it was already it was a shared thing already. You know, I guess we didn't know how the extent of, I guess you kind of knew the extent of my collection was pretty huge, but already. But so yeah, we already had that shared, you know, when we first met even.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
It's only gotten worse though.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't seem to be slowing down, that's for sure.
No, as you said, Anne is in trouble.
Yeah.
How many rooms in the house have records in them?
Oh, jeez.
Well, we've got
Really just two.
Well, we got the 10 inches upstairs too.
Oh, okay. So we like 10. You're like, ooh, 10. We love 10 inch things, or EP, whatever. So we have this room. This is my office. And the room we film in is our main listening room.
Yeah.
And that has that's our biggest wall.
Yeah.
And it has another wall over there. That's all one
sort
room.
of like the hallway here is records too.
Then we have a 7-inch wall.
And
I guess you could say.
box sets.
All right, okay. I don't think it sounds so bad. It's not like a hoarder situation.
No.
It's very neatly organized. We don't have boxes on the floor.
And then
Probably like 3 rooms.
And then we got 2 rooms upstairs full of CDs.
All our CDs are upstairs.
Oh,
We still buy lots. We still love CDs too. We just
Yeah.
don't. Our passion is vinyl, of
Yeah.
course. But yeah, so our 2 rooms upstairs. The walls are lined. You know,
Yeah.
floor
so
to
I'm
ceiling.
counting. That sounds like 5.
I mean, if you count the CDs, probably
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do count them.
All
That
right,
counts.
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd say
Oh, then the 7 inches are in the dining room.
I counted that one. I counted that one. Yes, that counts. It's 5 rooms.
It's a wall of 7 inches in the dining room.
So let's just say the whole house.
There
I
you
think
go.
so.
Just not the kitchen.
No.
Yeah, we got a bit of a problem.
Now, how many stereos do you have?
Oh man.
Oh, now we're gonna think.
Just, I mean, like
well, we've got
3 stereos. One in the office here, one in the main room, and then one of our CD rooms. But it's not there's no turntable up there.
no, but then we've got the little one in our bedroom.
That's a little boombox more than
Well, it's a little
little
shelf.
shelf system. If you
Yeah.
count the shelf system, then maybe 4.
Oh, then the one in my office.
No, the one in her. Okay, 5. I don't even know. These are trick questions here.
It just keeps growing. It
We
just
pretty
keeps
much have-
growing.
We have one in every room, but
Yeah.
again, the main big ones are these 2. I
Yes.
would say,
Yeah.
But
Now,
it's your
through-
passion.
Through
It's our
your
passion.
It is.
through your channel, do you hear from other folks that share couples that share that as well, to the depth that you folks are?
Probably not the depth.
I mean, JT and Heidi Lee I'm
Yeah.
married a record collector.
They have a chance. Yeah.
They have a channel, and Heidi Lee's really getting into the collecting.
Yeah.
And that it started out, she was just showing JT's collection, but she's really getting into the collection now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jen's addiction. You know, her. I mean, she's the main collector, but her and her husband go shopping together too.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And not a lot in the comments about other couples, really.
No, I mean, I've got friends back home. They collect together.
Yeah,
They can swamp a record store in 5 minutes, and
That's true. Your best friends
Yeah.
back home, or they're a couple and they collect the same, and
yeah.
when
Yeah.
they've come here, we've taken them around town shopping and all that. But
Oh, they've had some serious stress trying to pack that suitcase.
oh yeah. But not a lot in the comment. Yeah, not really a lot of
No,
comments. Mostly,
no.
yeah.
There's been a lot of, I've had to sneak things in.
Yeah, we've gotten that,
yeah.
You guys are lucky, and yeah.
My wife doesn't want to know.
Well, that's the other side of this. And sometimes I think collecting can be a little one-sided. I mentioned that I'm fairly lucky.
Yeah.
And Patty, she may not be into it, but she certainly doesn't disavow you or disallow it in any way, shape, or form. But I see folks
She
coming
has
into the
no
store.
idea.
Yeah, well, yeah, that. I see folks coming into the store that range from jokingly, oh, don't tell my wife I'm getting this, to others that I think actively try to downplay the size of the collection and the number of things that they're bringing in. And that's kind of the other end of the spectrum. I always kind of joke here too that I'm going to start messing with our point of sale system. So I have a special receipt that prints out a Radio Wasteland hardware and paint store or something like that. So they can take a receipt home that says something else on there. I'm not going to go that far, obviously. My accountant would probably have a fit, but do you hear a lot of that though too, from that other side of the coin, so to speak, saying that I wish my significant other would be into this as much as I am?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I definitely have heard that.
Absolutely, definitely have heard that.
And just out and about when we're collecting, and
yeah,
people we see at a record show or a record store or whatever, like, oh, you guys are to get. Yeah, people are definitely jealous.
And I think people too, they get a little sort of jealous because when it's a special drop at a store
or sale,
we have double the advantage because we can
I didn't think of that.
It takes one person an hour to go through a store. We're getting through it a lot quicker too.
Exactly. Yeah.
You guys might also have a distinct advantage on record store day lines also with that.
That's true.
Exactly,
I mean, we're right in line next to each other, I guess.
Yeah, but again, we go and get a bin to ourselves.
That's true.
Yeah,
it does help. Yeah, we're a terror. You get us in a record store, if there's watch out.
Yeah. We usually dig shoulder to shoulder, though.
We're pretty much side by side, diggers. But if you have to go, we'll go where we have to when it's necessary.
Yeah, we'll pick and choose.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously, I watch your channel all the time, and really the '80s is huge for you.
Yeah.
But going into the 90s and moving forward, you're always looking at these new groups, or especially your groups, your favorite ones, as they keep putting out music. And I know you guys just go out into, if they put out solo things, you're finding it and bringing it in. I mean, it's kind of the completist. I mean, do you consider yourself completist?
I mean, I could for certain bands.
Yeah, I'd say yes and no. Sometimes we would be like,
sometimes we don't need everything.
Might be a bridge too far for some things.
But if it's like the church, there's not every band where we follow every single side project, but the church, we follow everything, every side project.
And like Dom Mariani from the Stems, I will seek out anything Dom has done. He's done a ton of projects.
But the bands we collect, like, seriously, like the Damned and the Cure and the Church and Susie and the Banshees, all that kind of 80s and 70s, late 70s post-punk kind of stuff that we love. Yeah, we pretty much buy everything we see, and
but it's like we've matured with them, and
that's true.
Followed them along. They've been there sort of almost all our lives. Sort of thing. So yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. I just see, you get the EPs, you got the 7 inches. I mean, you really, but you dig. I mean,
we do.
You can just tell you two have that passion for digging. I myself kind of get, okay, God, it's been an hour. What I got more stuff I got to do. So, I kind of move, and you guys have this focus that you just can get into it big time.
I mean, sometimes, you lose heart when you're doing a lot of work for no joy type thing. So then you're like,
but again, being two of us, we can, and if it takes you an hour, about a half an hour.
Yeah, we can cover more ground, sort of thing.
But we do. We get into as you've seen, we're huge into 7-inch singles too. So we really are collectors. So we go to a store where one of our favorite sections is the 7-inch section. So I mean, we'll do the LPs usually first. We'll save the 7s for last, but. Yeah, we really kind of do it. We really do have that digging passion. We love it.
And I think we have that collecting bug too, because if we see a group of things from an artist and we don't know this artist, but because there's a whole group of them,
instant collection.
We're like, oh, maybe we need that because there's a whole stack of them.
So we'll sample them, and then we're like, oh, that sounds good. Let's buy it.
Next thing we got like 10 things of this band we only just heard a little bit on our phones.
Now, when you two are working a record store and you're digging, or you're working a show or record show and you're digging, do you find that you've got that little bit of a connection that could be done through just a look at one another when you find something that is just out of this world, or you discover something new and interesting? It's like a poker face type of thing where you look up and one of each of you know that you've got a goodie.
Oh, we
Oh
can,
yeah.
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 Sometimes though, yeah, we can tell if we're looking, but a lot of times I said we are digging side by side. But if we're looking across, if she's over there and I'm over there, we're looking, we're like, we'll give each other the eye, like, oh, I got something good. Or
Yeah.
sometimes though, like in Japan at one store, there's a dead giveaway when we're digging. I was over here digging, she's over there to the left of me, and all of a sudden I hear this. I'm like, okay, I think there's something good here. That happens. We gasp sometimes.
Sometimes our poker faces and that also.
Yeah, if it's really good.
Yeah. If it's something, it's a holy grail that we've been looking for.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit more about this Japan trip. I know you've got a big series on your channel about this, but if you could say what led to the decision, because that's kind of a big trek to take. And the record store guy side of me is wondering about the logistics of how you got to pull that off and bring this stuff back to the States.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, they chartered a plane, Jim. They had to charter our own plane to bring it all back.
Yeah.
We hired a shipping container.
I think just as collectors, we've heard about Japan shopping forever.
It is the sort of
the mecca
of record collecting. Is because they are so intense with their buying. They know their stuff, and they go, especially the Disc Union guys. We've seen them in local stores.
Yeah, they come here. They take our stuff
and clean up here. And you can tell their stores are stacked. Like
their record collecting culture over there is a thing to behold. It's pretty phenomenal. And so many stores, like in just a small area, you can walk within not even like a couple blocks, and there's like 10 different stores.
Yeah.
And they have like really niche stores, and
some will just specialize in a certain genre or some even a certain artist. There's been stores just dedicated to the Beatles and things like that. And
I think it's just the years of reading about, Japan, and we like to go to, whenever we go to a different place. We've been to the UK before, and it'd be great shopping there. We went to Amsterdam, like 14 years ago for that largest, the Utrecht at the time. Now it's in Den Bosch, that record show. We're like, okay, as a record collector, we got to do that. So we did that a long time ago. We'd like to get back to there, but we just heard about Japan over and over, and it's the best. So and just decided to make the trek one. It was anniversary or
when was that?
A couple of years.
Well, we went a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we went like 4 years ago our first time, 3-4 years ago.
And then we just started to, because that was so good. Yeah. But we didn't do. We only did half as much last time.
Yeah, I think so.
But this time, it's intense.
It's intense. We came prepared. We knew we were going to come back with like 4 suitcases full of stuff, and we brought boxes. We were ready. We know what we're doing.
Oh yeah,
we know how to pack the records.
We have bubble wrap. We pack, utility knives and bubble wrap and tape and boxes.
So we came prepared.
Yeah. Did you bring clothes to wear?
You.
Yes.
Just kind of curious if you had room for that.
Yeah, we do really curate our wardrobe because we don't want to weigh it down with our wardrobe.
Yeah.
It is true.
Yeah.
But,
so you basically brought them back as checked boxes and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. We had probably the more expensive stuff we carried on board.
Yeah, did the carry on. And we got lucky; they didn't check. We kind of were a little overweight probably on the carry. Put our more rare stuff on the carry on.
Yeah.
But again, we felt we're pretty good at the packing, and so everything was really safe. We've done it a bunch of times on trips now, so we're pretty good. And I mean, as a record store owner, I don't know what kind of stuff you have, but there are several stores here that we know, like Record Safari, one of our favorites in LA. Yeah. He goes now to Japan. I mean, a lot of stores now go to Japan.
Yeah.
They know it's the best place to go, and you can.
Oh, the Too Many Records guy.
Oh yeah, he's got his own. Yeah.
He's gone a couple of times.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
So it definitely could be worth it.
I had a local guy that went there that I go to, and he just went there this year and brought back all kinds of Japanese pressings and that.
And because you can find cheaper stuff with OBs, that you can hopefully flip and make a little bit of a margin. Yeah. It is getting a bit more expensive. We noticed this time too, because a lot of people, everyone seems to know about it now. So stores are going there and people are going there. Everyone's picking, so it's
like, and maybe like the Tower Records in Shibuya. Last time we were there, it was amazing for us. And then this time it was kind of slim pickings.
Not as good, yeah. But I mean, again, if you look at our, we still got plenty of stuff.
So they come here, buy up all the records, bring them back there, then we go there, and we rebuy them to bring them back. Is that right?
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of that. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's things that have crossed the pond a couple of times, and then they probably come back when we sell our collections back. They pick those back up again.
Because we weren't just looking for just like Japan. We weren't looking for only Japan pressings with Obi. Of course, we're looking for some of that. But if we're going over there, we're finding a UK press of something we don't have. We even bought a couple US things. I mean, if it's something that's rare or something we've been looking for a while, we're going to buy it. I mean,
but those Obies are addictive. There was stuff that I was seeing that we already have domestic copies of, like the Knack and things like that.
You don't need it.
And I'm like, oh, but it's got an Obi.
I know.
I want it.
If you got that collector bug, you kind of want that Obi strip. I don't know.
You sort of, you had to come. This is where he checks me. He's like, had to come and slap my hand and say, no, we're not going to put that in our luggage.
One copy of the Knack is okay. I do
look.
Do either of you speak Japanese?
No.
Wow. How hard was that?
You know, that particularly in the larger kind
Tokyo,
communities, they speak some English, or I mean, you can work your way through it. Yeah.
And at the stores, they know they're dealing with a lot of foreigners and a lot of people that speak English.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of people from the U.S. there in the same stores we were at. Yeah. So they do well enough to know what's.
And again, in the larger centers, a lot of the signage will have English translations, like the trains, and the trains will speak have a English announcement too. So
I was a little nervous the first time. Like we're gonna be able to manage these subways, and you were better at that. But there's everything's in English. There are signs in English, and they do speak half Japanese, half English. So it's pretty helpful. You find your way around.
Yeah.
And Google Maps too was our friend to get around.
Well,
sometimes.
Well, that's at another level from a store like ours here, because it is pretty much just me running this. But I do have a trip planned this fall to, I don't know, maybe Denver.
So, there you go.
I might even hit a record store.
You might have someone to bring you around.
It is most definitely an interesting experience, especially having traveled to Europe as well to help bring that collection in. So my next question, though, kind of deals with, okay, this is the collecting part. Now, what about the enjoyment of the music part? Do the two of you share enough of the same common interest in the music that you say, let's listen to this tonight versus I want to listen to this or I want to listen to that? Is that another balance to the relationship when it comes to playing the music that you collect?
Yeah, I think predominantly we like the same stuff. So it's pretty easy for us to pick a playlist for the day that we're both going to enjoy together. There are some things like I've got the new Graham Coxon that you're not that interested in.
Yeah, he's guitarist from Blur.
So I'm going to have to listen to that one on my own.
Yeah, maybe this afternoon. But like usually on the weekend mornings in particular, we'll spend the morning playing records together. Yeah. And we all, again, 90% of the stuff we like together.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably 95 even. But we'll always play things that we both like.
Yeah.
Together. And we'll spend all morning just playing records. Like after this, we'll probably go and play another 3 hours of just playing some records. And
But there's been a few things that we've influenced each other too. Like,
that's true.
I came in not liking the Manic Street Preachers. I'm like, no Manic Street Preachers. No. And now I'm like, Manic Street Preachers.
I turned around. Even Radiohead, you weren't so sold on.
I wasn't completely sold. No.
Yeah.
But now I'm, I don't know if I've turned you.
Probably I was not huge into Nick Cave back in the day, but I've slowly gotten it. Yeah. So I think Nick Cave I've turned around on for sure. I'm not the birthday party, but
it's still gonna work.
I don't know. I can do without that. But Nick Cave, I'm down with that.
Now, let me put on this vinyl therapist hat for just a second there. Did the two of you have any advice for our friend Steve as to how he might have a shared experience in his record room?
Oh boy.
Sorry,
think at this
Steve.
point they're set in their ways. Just play lots of Spaceman 3. I think you'll turn her around eventually.
She came in once when that was playing and go,
Yeah.
why? Why are you playing that? I have bought her specific albums like like Neil Diamond and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
never ever has sat down and listened to one. I mean, the radio's never on in the car. That's not the interest.
Was not a music
whatsoever.
person as much. Yeah.
But I'm lucky that I can buy. She knows this is my passion. This is what I do. She can watch whatever on the TV. That's great because I'm not going to be there. I'll be here enjoying my music. So it works out.
Yeah, that's good. As long as it's no friction.
Yeah.
When you're collecting, because that can be difficult. I do feel for people who say they have to sneak stuff in, or
it's got to be tough for people who are traveling, and they're one or the other does not like record collecting, and the other one does, and they're like, oh my god, I got to go to this store, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
that would be tough. Luckily, we have that. Yeah.
There have been days when it's like, all right, we've got to do. But there's something I'd like to do touristy.
Yeah.
Let's go do this.
In Japan, I could have been like,
there's
there's a couple stores right there.
We can do them after.
All right.
I think the key to that is finding a store adjacent. Again, I mentioned my wife Kim.
Yes.
She'll do the record store for a little bit. I think Weirdsville Records, Steve, down in Lower Michigan here, has a bookstore kind of adjacent to that. And we've been to Appleton a couple times to visit our kids over there. And the record store right near the college in Appleton, there's a couple of coffee shops adjacent too. So it's like, you do what you got to do. I'll be over here, and I'm cool with that, and she's cool.
Yeah.
We're cool. Once she's
That's
done looking,
exactly
that is.
right.
So as long as they're able to be entertained. Now here in our store, and we joke because if you go to like a department store where they'll have a husband chair, so where somebody can sit outside and wait. I do have a couple of chairs there, and we just call it the spousal chair because it's not always guys. It's not always. Sometimes there's the women that come in and collect as well, either there. But even here at the store, it's not uncommon to see couples come in and sharing that experience in the store. And from this side of the counter, I think it's cool because you can see the excitement from one to the other when they pick it up, or they'll grab something from one section, physically carry it over to the other side of the store and say, look what I found. This is so cool. And sometimes there's an eye roll sometimes, and then the record goes back, or sometimes it's add that to the pile thing. So it's great to see from this side of the counter that kind of a shared experience that you folks really kind of imbibe with what you do.
Yeah. It's good.
I think that's good. I think one of the nice things too is when we keep an eye out for each other. I know that you'll be looking for a certain thing.
Yeah.
Or I'm looking for a certain thing, and then when we come across it and able to share that back with each other.
Look what I found for you. Yeah.
And be like, and to get to see the excitement of the other person, just sort of like, hey, I've been looking for that. Is really, really nice. It's kind of fun to be able to do that. It's like you're giving each other a present every day type of thing.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a grail list still, or do you have most of the main things you've wanted?
I know we get asked that occasionally. I don't know. Yeah, there are still grails. I can't.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things like The Sound, an album by a band called The Sound, Jeopardy, their first album. Looking for a first press of that forever. Can't find it.
No, we found one in Japan, but it wasn't.
Oh, that was
amazing.
heartbreaking.
It wasn't that good in it.
So there still are things like that, and there's always like single 7 inches that we're looking for. I mean, there's still lots of stuff. I don't know if we have a list per se, but if we kind of know what we want.
Yeah, we do know what we want. We know we've got some holes in the collection. Yeah.
Or if there's a certain, like we collect The Damned or whatever, if there's this country has a different sleeve, I'm looking for that sleeve or that kind of thing. Yeah, we do go deep. Like for the bands we love, we go,
Oh, we still need a Red Rat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what was
Love
that?
Song.
Love Song, yeah.
Yeah, the Damned for the Love Song, they had like 4 different singles. And each member had a cover, and we're looking for one cover. Rat Scabies, the drummer.
Yeah.
We're still looking for that sleeve. So we know what we're looking for, and I don't know. I don't put like a want list in Discogs. We just kind of know when we see it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's lucky you don't collect Taylor Swift because all the
Oh,
different
man.
covers and stuff. So
Oh,
that would be costly.
Or the last Rolling Stones
Oh yeah,
album,
yes.
right? They
Yeah,
have like 50.
good point. Yeah.
All super expensive as well. Now,
Yeah.
how long have the two of you again? And I'm sorry, I may have missed this earlier. Collectively, as a couple, a married couple, how long have you been doing this as a hobby together?
2000.
Yeah,
Just when you
26,
came.
26 years.
So
Yeah.
26 years now, yeah.
Yeah.
We just hit on 26 years of marriage, yeah, a couple months ago. So yeah.
Oh, cool. So I do see. In fact, we had a younger couple come in yesterday to the store, and they spent about a half hour looking around, picking up a bunch of stuff new to this, and it's obvious that they are both into that. What kind of advice would you give to younger collectors that are in this together, just starting off where you were 26 years ago?
Oh goodness.
Oh dear.
That's a tough one. What do you think?
Oh man.
Don't be a completist.
Yeah. Hit the face.
I mean, we love it, we enjoy it, but don't knock yourself out crazy looking for every single variant, you know.
Yeah, hit the main points, and I think maybe just try and find those originals rather than some of the reissues, because some of the reissues don't do full justice.
Yeah, especially if they're not super expensive originals. Yeah,
exactly.
If you're just starting out and you want to get your feet wet, then
Yeah.
go.
What about from the standpoint as a couple collecting? I mean, as far as getting to know each other, getting to know each other's tastes and likes and dislikes, what would you say to younger folks that are starting off with this, that are getting their first dozen records together, to keep that bond? Because I would imagine that the two of you find the bond and it strengthens the marriage. I'm getting a little philosophical here through the shared experience of collecting. So is that something that you would tell a younger couple that are getting into this, saying this is not only good for the collecting side, but it's good for your relationship side?
I think it is good for the relationship side. I mean, obviously you have to be aware of the financial burden of it too, because I know finances can be a real sort of like trigger for a lot of relationships,
And if you don't share all the same band, hopefully, I'm sure if you're a couple, you probably have some bands in common like we did, maybe not as much, but if you don't share every band in common, give each other the space to still go out and explore those bands that they like, on their own, and just share the record collecting experience together. You can still go to record stores together, even if you don't like the same music. It's actually kind of, especially if you're friends with people, if you don't like the same music, it's better to go shopping with those people, because then they're not going to want the same records you do. So.
Yeah. but yeah, I think for couples, and just try and keep an open mind. And if your partner wants to share, try and
give them a listen.
Give it a listen and try to absorb that too.
You might turn into a Radiohead fan.
Yeah.
Well, it took me 30 years to get into Radiohead. Not deep, but at least I could listen to it.
Well, that's the thing. Tastes evolve over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where do you see your collection going? I mean, you've got the 20 plus years now, 26 years now. Where do you see this going in the next 26, 27, 50 years?
Oh, man, that's being optimistic. I don't know. You'd think we'd be slowing down, but maybe a little, because we have a lot. Like our favorite bands, like I said, we have the majority of the stuff,
Yeah.
But we're always seem to be finding, I think our new thing is finding new bands, new to us bands that we missed first time around. Like last year or two, we've gotten into a couple bands one band you found called The Boys.
Oh, yeah.
And a band I found called The Flies. And they're like late 70s kind of punky power pop stuff.
Yep.
So it's always fun to find those kind of older bands that we might have missed, when they came out first time around.
Go back and revisit stuff. Yeah. So I think we'd be doing a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
And hopefully still finding something new coming out too.
Yeah.
So I don't see it slowing down.
I don't see it fully
slow. I mean, it has sort of steady.
Space is eventually going to get to, but right now we still have space. I mean,
You got a couple more
Slowing,
rooms.
slowing down, you bought out Japan.
No, well, you know what? For us this year, and we still have had other vinyl finds, and we've done other sales, and we went to VinylCon, and we'll go to VinylCon still. But we have this year, we have slowed down quite a bit
We have, yeah.
compared to a normal year. I mean,
Wow.
Yeah.
we're still catching up on that Japan. We still haven't even played all the Japan stuff yet.
Yeah.
So
That was amazing. And for those listening, go on to YouTube, Married with Vinyl. You can check out their Japanese shopping. They show great pictures of inside the stores, what the stores look like.
Right.
They take you along with the ride, but it's mind blowing. Just
Well, if you could,
Wow.
as we wrap up here, tell us a little bit about your channel, how many years you've been doing this, and tell us a little bit about the videos and how often you put them up, and where can folks find you?
Nearly 2 years.
yeah, I think November-ish, like I said earlier, was our first video. So yeah, we're coming up on 2 years.
Yeah. So we're Married to Vinyl. We put a video out, try to put it out
Usually
every Saturday.
Every Saturday morning, yeah.
So and we have got a bunch of Japan videos out there, and we do still have some to go. We're kind of trying to do store by store or region by region or area by area, but
Yeah, we try to mix up our videos. We do, of course, lots of vinyl finds because we've always got something new to show. Then we do some other series that
one of our favorites is Creation versus Citadel.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's two independent labels, Creation Records, of course, from the UK, who bought us Oasis and Primal Scream.
My Buddy Valentine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Citadel Records from Australia, who bought us The Stems and Died Pretty. So yeah.
We've been doing a series on them where we're doing like the first 50 singles. We're up to episode 5 now. We're working on 6 at the moment, and we're doing round by round, kind of comparing each single to each single, and
it can get a little feisty.
What's the better single, and
so
that kind of stuff. And then of course we have we'll do deep dives on bands we love. Like we have a church series we mentioned. We're already up to 8 episodes, and we have 2 more coming. We try to keep it mix it up between vinyl finds and a few other things like that. And just to try to talk about all the bands we love.
Well, we'll be sure to put a link to your channel in the description below on our channel when this one goes up, so folks can seek you out as well. Steve, anything else you wanted to add?
No, just a real pleasure getting to talk with you two.
I've been watching you for years, so I mean, before we even started. So I mean,
Yeah.
You've watched me aged. Recently, one of my early videos popped. I go, damn, a lot younger. Cripes.
Well, we have been speaking with today Marc and Leslea from Married to Vinyl. Thank you both very much for taking the time out to chat with us about your passion for collecting and obviously each other and your collecting habits. It's very refreshing to see that kind of enthusiasm kind of moving into the collection side of this in the vinyl community. Really great. Seriously, we wish you guys the best of luck.
Yeah, thank you so much for having. That was a good time.
It's been a real pleasure meeting you both, and thank you so much.
All right. Well, until next time, my name's Jim, and I own a record store.
I'm Steve, a record collector.
Thank you all again.
Bye, everyone.